The ENPO Meritorious Award is about to be just held right now at Hotel Saramati, and 20 students from all across Nagaland from the eastern areas will be felicitated today. The ENPO president as well as ENSF president and MLA from Noksun, Nimaunan Chang, will also be gracing the occasion. Out of the 20 students, surprisingly, 14 of them are girls from various schools and colleges in Nagaland. Let's have a look at the report.
Little Flower School, Hongro. He secured 18 with top 18, 96% of marks, Hsslc exam. Up next we have Lumzila I Samtam, St. Paul Higher Secondary School, Dimapur, top 8 with 97.5% of mark, Hsslc. Sampila Samtam, Christian Higher Secondary School, top 7, 95.4%, Hsslc Arts. Samtamba Samtam, Loyola Higher Secondary School, Kipri.
I want to congratulate the precious students over there from Eastern Nagaland who have come up. 20 of them, this is within top 20. That is great. I want to remind you like this. This Mangko Trust was started last year, and there were only 6 or 7 of them. But I know God has proposed this trust, and God has given a kind of blessing in this trust, Mangko Trust, that from the second year onwards, 20 of you could come, who could achieve, who could stand as a meritorious student. Congratulations. But mind you, when you are appreciated or praised too much high, you are being pampered. That is why, in front of your parents, your brothers, I'll tell you like this. I was really discouraged when I attended one meeting yesterday in rehab camp. I was asked to speak a short speech. So when I saw them, I was talking with the 112 students. Most of them matriculate. I didn't know. Maximum is 90% matriculate and some graduates. The way they introduce themselves, the way they present in front of us, their English was so good. They've been brought up with good care, to a good school or in a good care like that, maybe. The way they speak, the way they present, really, that was a really shocking thing. I thought I was speaking with the drug addicts and some substance abuses and that. But then I have seen them speaking very fluent English, which we have to treat this English as a modern English, modern tongue, and to be spoken by the learned people only. I'll be talking to you as a parents only. Baca na? Ami apnang lo dengar ko. First, second, nol by to merit the ahakan itu to tangan butan roy. Don't take it advice. Apnar pithipite thaiki bole pare ase na nai. Apnar successful life group bole pare ase na nai. That's very, very important. আপনার আছি top 20 top 10 এনেকা ওলাই কিনে থাকিলে পি আপনার পৃথিবীতে থাকিবলৈ নাপাৰিলে সোসাইটিতে থাকিব নাপাৰিলে আপনার ফ্যামিলিতে অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট কৰিব নাপাৰিলে that means it's bookish knowledge which someone has written and you have read and you have scored a mark that's all কিন্তু কোন ভুৰি আছে ইটো নিচিনা প্ৰেক্টিছ থাকিব লাগে কোন ভুৰি আছে ইটো নিচিনা ভাৱনা বি ডাঙৰ থাকিব লাগে আপোনাৰ লগা way of speaking way of approaching আপোনাৰ honesty আছে নে নাই opinion আছে নে নাই মানুহক ৰেসপেক্ট দিনা নাতে পেৰেন্টছ লগতে ৰেসপেক্ট দিনা নাতে সাথী ভাই মাজত ৰেসপেক্ট দিনা নাতে that is education.
My father's name implies a person who goes to a field and is successful. In politics, maybe it was not his field, but in NGOs and education it was. Likewise, no matter what kind of field you choose, you should be successful. Mangko, I think Jam also will know the Mathawakan that it's like that. Now, today is the first stripe we have earned. So how much stripes you will earn, it will depend upon how focused you are. Actually, now we have, some of you have passed your Hsslc, and wonderful marks. I don't know how you get such kind of marks. I really wonder, because I was always an average student, more interested playing outdoors football, and like our honorable MLA, we are friends, more into listening to rock music. But anyhow, he chose his field, I chose my field. We had our shares of failures, we had our shares of struggles, but in our field, God has been so gracious that we are at least where we are today. And the way forward, the best mushroom, where it's grown. The best mushroom is not grown in a mushroom farm. The best mushroom is grows in an ant hill. And that ant hill is really, really hard once it dries up. It will ant hill to na jungle jali sukas the jungle kundilebi. But in that ant hill, the most fragile mushroom grows. Why? The mushroom, it won't grow from above. It must have come up through that, the seed must have come up, broken through that hard shell of the ant hill, that hard earth. So likewise, so much struggles will come, so much. Don't think the life will be rosy. You will face so many kind of obstacles, but like that mushroom, perseverance and hard work never fails.
First of all, I want to congratulate all of you, all the achievers here, all the toppers. Thank you so much. I feel of all the people seated here in this room, I am the happiest man today. As the guardian of the student fraternity, as the president of ENSF, I stand here and I feel I'm the most luckiest one to witness 20 of them, 20 toppers in just one calendar year. So I feel privileged to be a part of this program. My respect to our chair lady of today's program, Ms. Yingpi, the secretary of INVO, the president and officials of ENBO, the family members of late by Mangko, our honorable MLA, Sri Yuma Onan, the students, my dear students, and all the family, the parents of the students and all the leaders gathered here. First of all, I really want to thank the family members of led Y Mangko for initiating this meritorious award. We really want to thank you for this, and thank you for giving a platform where we can get to meet our toppers, our achievers in such a beautiful program. Thank you so much. yesterday, before coming to this program, I just want to say a few things to our students. Before coming to this program, we were having a meeting for other issues. And right after the agendas, the discussion is over, we were talking about this program. And we were talking about people who have topped in the past few years and who has become successful in life. There we were talking about some personalities who have achieved great things through competitive exam, through business, entrepreneurs. We were talking about them. But sadly, one of our colleagues, he happened to narrate one very sad story about a topper who happened to be his classmate back so many years back, and he was telling us about that friend who came in second position, top 2. Out of the top 20, he came in second position, top 2, and now that fellow, that topper, once who was a topper, is now teaching in a school as proxy teacher. We were talking about so many personalities who have achieved through MBSA, who are very successful in life now. But sadly, again, one very sad story came up, like I've narrated just now, and now he's serving as a proxy teacher in one of the school in Kohima. And of course, he's not from our eastern part, but he happened to be a Naga, and we were talking about him, and we were, discussing about how life should go. And then one thing that struck my mind, and I really want to challenge you this. Of course, today you are a topper. We are so happy for all of you, but this is just a start of something very big. This is just a start of something very big. I happened to work with one of my officials during my young student days. One of my official, he was a topper back then, and he happened to be my official. And I was telling him, his name is Nabang Dombo. I told him, Nabang, see, you are a topper during your time. You have done your engineering. Why did you join NGO? Why did you join a student body? Instead of joining and serving a community, why didn't you sit for an exam? And he replied me with this, Ajay, he calls me Ajay. Ajay, I know I'm a topper and I'm an engineering student, but I want to serve my people as well as set an example for our people that even if you serve a community, even if you serve a society, until and unless we have the determination to go forward, we can still achieve it. And that very year, he got STO. That very year, he got STO. So what I'm trying to tell all of you is, your future will not be defined by what you have achieved today. But from tomorrow, you'll join your new school, new colleges, you'll be scattered in different places. But after 10 years down the line, or maybe 78 years down the line, I want all of you to come back and tell us that you have achieved this.
On my own behalf, also on behalf of the 20 legislators from Eastern Nagaland, would like to deeply acknowledge the contribution, the sacrifice, and also the legacy left by our former leader, our pioneer, led Sir Y. Mangko, for enabling us to come together in such manner. Also, taking this advantage, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratefulness to the family members of late Y. Mangko, the trust board and well-wishers who have contributed immensely to carry forward this trust, especially for the students of Eastern Nagaland. If I'm not mistaken, this would be the first kind of trust in our area. My dear students, my dear children, for me, I am the first generation. My parents absolutely illiterate. My parents are absolutely illiterate. My father, my mother doesn't know ABC. So I fall under the category of first generation. During our school days, I personally never heard of the so-called subject teachers. In that kind of environment, we studied. The little broken English that which I can speak today was also learned mostly in the market, not in the classroom. But I think you are the most privileged. You are the most privileged for which you should always be thankful to your parents, to the God Almighty. There is a saying in China, and it has become a guiding principle not only for the people of China, but also for the government of China. And the saying goes like this: if you plant for 1 year, you plant paddy. But if you plant for 10 years, you plant trees. Over and above that, if you plant for 100 years, you plant men. That is the guiding. In fact, initially it was just a saying, but the government, the people of China took it as a guiding principle for them. That is why highly populated nation, you'll not find even a single living Chinese person on the street with a begging bowl. That means, which means to say, whether you graduate, whether you stop schooling in a class 5, class 8, a person have to learn something for his earning. Of course, these days, after the coming of Narendra Modi government in India, the Chinese products were all banned. Almost all the Chinese products were banned. But if you travel, if you board a train from Dimapur, if you go anywhere, you will find every piece of product made in China. That means every single living person is well skilled. That is their plan. Therefore, I want to throw a big challenge to my dear students. Today you are here and you see the competition. If you see the list, among you, the difference of marks is just negligible. Only between 2 and 3 marks. This is a competition. And we know that. And we look at you. Now today, 20 of you are going to have achieved. You are going to be offered an award. Be it a certificate, be it a small amount. But the biggest achievement, the happiness is your recognition.